Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Out There Hour with Basil and Mark. Hello.
The Out There Hour on Alternative Future Radio. The Out There Hour with Basil and Mark. www.alternativefutureradio.com.
Yay!
Sounds like we're in a little box.
Get back in your box. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Good morning, Basil.
For another action-packed episode of the Out There Hour.
You always say action-packed, and that always worries me slightly because there's never really a great deal of action per se.
No, it's going to be an interesting show today.
Yes, we've got an interesting guest today. Let me get her name right this time because I've had it on the website spelt wrong for the last week. Ayla Maria.
If I could talk to the animals.
You've been waiting to say that all week.
I have.
You have. I can tell. You wrote that down somewhere. It's probably in the back of your hand.
I've been saying it so often, I memorised it, which is unusual for me.
Wow.
If I could talk to the animals. And
Yes.
this lady can. A real-life Dr. Dolittle.
Yes, she is some kind of horse whisperer. I know she does do horses. There's a picture on her profile, in fact.
She will talk to your cat.
Yes.
She will talk to your dog.
Yes.
Find out what's the problem.
What's going on?
And she's able to heal them telepathically.
Yeah, she uses some kind of telepathy to talk to animals. I think also there is a mention on her website of humans as well, and it goes into great depth. I'll give her a website address, shall I?
Do.
There's a link on our website, alternativefutureradio.com. You can find it there. But it's actually Ayla, that's A-Y-L-A, Maria.se for Sweden. And there's a little Union Jack flag there you can click on and get her website in the English language.
Yep.
So there you go.
And she's based in Sweden, but
Yeah.
she's going on a little tour.
Yeah, she does workshops to teach you how to do it, apparently. You can learn this.
That's right.
She does them in Sweden. We know that she's got one in Ireland, and we need to ask her if there's any other
She's going to
events.
she's going to the Republic of Ireland to do a little workshop there.
Yeah,
Tickets available, I think.
I believe so, yes. Yeah, I'm sure she'll give details for all those things. But, yeah, it's very interesting
She's
stuff.
also involved in the angel
Yeah.
thing, whatever you would call it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the telepathy involves angels or something along those lines. I'm not really
She
sure.
does meditation and things like that as well. She's an all-rounder.
Yeah, yeah.
What we want to talk to her today about is the animals
Yeah.
and communicating with them.
We'll start with that and see how it goes, shall we?
And communicating with us.
Exactly. So, hopefully, we should now have Ayla on the line. Do we have you there, Ayla?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
Ayla.
The technology
Hello.
works yet again. Excellent.
I'm your co-host. I'm Basil. You haven't spoken to me yet. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Oh, lovely. You're sounding good.
Yeah. I'm a little bit nervous.
I described you as a real-life Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah, maybe.
So,
I have an
what
I have an article in our local paper,
Yeah.
and they called me the woman who speaks with horses.
Yes. Ah.
Yeah, that's me.
The horse whisperer.
Find out anything interesting? Any tips on horse racing?
No.
No.
Now, that would be a good application, wouldn't it? You could find out who's going to
Yeah.
win in advance.
Go ahead, Mark. Ask your first question. I know you're dying to.
Yes. Ayla, so you talk with animals. How do you do it? Why do you do it?
I do it because I want to. What's the word? Delivered what the animal will tell us people.
Yeah.
To make a connection or understanding
Mm-hmm.
between human and animals.
Ah.
And how I do it, I speak with my third eye.
Yeah.
I take pictures. I get pictures in my head, and I write them down.
Oh.
So that's how it
Yeah.
happens. You get a picture in your mind.
Yeah,
So it's not words exactly.
sometimes words too.
Or sometimes words.
Interesting.
Yeah, feelings.
Can you give me an example of maybe a dog that you've communicated with? Maybe it was ill and what happened?
I don't communicate with ill dogs.
Well, a healthy dog perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. They tell about life, what about their owners,
Yes.
everything. They can tell me. My work now is more to get to know the animal's purpose.
Mm-hmm.
My horse, example, he is here to balance us together and teach me. Teach me about myself and about life.
And what animals do you actually deal with? Do you deal with all animals?
Horse, cats, dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Most horse.
Yeah. I mean, is it mostly horses, did you say, yeah?
Yeah.
Why is it mostly horses, can I ask? Is there a reason?
That's my reason, because I think they are easier to communicate with,
Yes.
and they teach us a lot.
Well,
if we are listening to them.
What did your horse tell you about you?
Now it's hacking. What do you say?
Oh, sorry. What did your horse tell you about you?
Oh, my horse told me about that I will be successful.
Yes.
Successful. And he teaching me courage and trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the short words.
Yeah. Well, what kind of things do other people come to you for then? I mean, because you do this as a service, don't you? So what kind of things would
Yes.
people come to you for?
They just want to learn about the horses. More about the horses. What's wrong maybe, and what they like or not like, dislike. Yeah.
Yeah. And why would they initially come to you? I assume maybe they'd think there was a problem, would they? Or do they do it just for interest?
Just for interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, often. Yeah.
I'm looking at your you do various courses, don't you? I'm looking at one here. I think this one is one that you do in Sweden, and you have a big list of things that you deal with there, such as auras and chakras, significance of colours and stuff like that. What do you cover on these courses? Do you want to give us some details?
You disappeared there a second. What did you say?
Oh, excuse our broadband connection. Your courses, what kind of things do you cover on your courses? I wonder if you could go through some detail. I look at your website and there's a lot of things listed there.
Yeah. Everything that is listed I go through, but we talk about the communication, of course.
Yeah.
How to do the communication, how to confirm the communication, to put it down on a paper, to write it down on a paper. We have yoga, meditation with our animals. I try to teach them to see the animals as our teachers.
Yeah.
To listen more on the animals, to take notice what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got here auras. Well, how do you connect animals and auras?
The same as us people. The aura is on the same way. We connect to see the colors in the auras, maybe.
And how do you do that, though? Is that with a camera or with your own eyes, or how do you do that?
My own eyes.
Okay, and you can teach other people to do this, can you? Or is it just something you do yourself?
I can learn it, and the colors is often I dropped the word. To see what they need or what they don't need, and what they have more about, more too much of course. And that's the way I work with the auras and the colors in horses.
Is there a big difference between the way cats, say, and dogs and horses communicate with you and what they say to you?
Yes.
There is?
Yes.
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 I'm often curious about cats. I keep cats and I often wonder what's going on in their minds.
They are very curious animals. They are lots of ego in cats.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. A dog are more. They are our best friends.
More faithful, would
And
you
the one-
say?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The cats are more. What do you call it? Independent.
Independent,
Yes.
and a cat maybe doesn't mind who it stays with, anywhere where it's getting fed and it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Whereas a dog
A
is
little bit like that. Yeah.
a dog is more loyal.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And are there animals that you don't deal with? Are there? I mean, where does it end? Can you talk to any animal? What about fish, for example?
Every animal you can talk to.
Oh.
In the course I had last weekend, we go out to the woods and talk to wild animals.
Yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
and how do they differ from the domestic animals? Do they have different things to say?
Yeah. Wild animals are even more teachers to us than our house pets.
Yes.
Oh, can you give us some
Yeah.
examples of what they would say, or the pictures, or what they would actually say to you?
They talk about wisdom to give me wisdom, or the people who is connected with the animal, wisdom to them, to the earth. It's a lot of things. It's big. It's huge.
Yeah. Well, when you say wisdom,
Yeah.
what type of wisdom? Wisdom's a big subject.
Wisdom to me, what my life could be, or what I could think about, or how I am connected to the earth and the animals. Yeah, it's big. It's
Yeah.
huge.
And
Yeah.
they give details, do they?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. How then? How do the animals have these details about your life? How come they know about you and maybe not the other way around for most people? Why do the
Because
animals
we-
know?
Because they have a big sixth sense.
Sixth sense, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Lots bigger than us.
They're somewhat
have-
they're somewhat psychic, aren't they? Animals, birds, and things.
Yeah.
They can tell an
Very,
earthquake
very.
when it's going to come, or can't they?
I've heard of that before. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Look at Thailand when that thing happened down there. The
Yes.
elephants.
Tsunami. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
They go up to the mountains.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think did you
have
say
to
the
read about
elephants?
this.
Did you say elephants?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that
They
amazing?
went up. Yeah, it's very amazing.
Yeah, and they did
Look
that
how
on their
we
own.
Yeah. On
Wow.
their own.
That's
Because
crazy,
they
isn't it?
feel it. They
Yeah.
feel the Mother Earth's vibrations.
So, how can we feel? How can we become more attuned to the earth and feel when perhaps there's a natural disaster going to happen? Is there any way we can?
Yeah, we can. But will we listen?
We do it through meditation, perhaps.
Yeah, and if you meditate, is out lots in the woods, in the nature, you more you're out and clear your sense, the more what my name the name I dropped it.
Okay.
That's okay. Don't you worry about that. Do you obviously you ride horses?
Yeah, I have one my own.
When you ride your horse, is it able to tell you when it's enjoying the run or when it's becoming tired or things like, or where it would like to go? Does it tell you things like that when you're on it and riding it?
No, when I'm on riding my horse, I'm totally empty
Yeah.
in my head. Yeah,
Focusing on
That's
not falling off.
yeah, right.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I wasn't thinking.
Well, that's a good question though. Do horses like being ridden? I'm assuming if you're doing it, they must.
Yeah.
Couples, not everyone.
Oh.
Oh.
I try to listen to my horse, what he want to do, and he told me that I should listen to myself, what I want, what I got a feeling today. do you want to ride, or do you want to work just on the grounds? Maybe go to the forest.
Yeah.
And I try to listen to him.
Ah.
Sometimes I'm too stressed or have too much in my head, and then I'm blocked. And
Yes.
when we are getting together, then it could be chaos. Yeah.
That's a bit disturbing that you're saying that every horse doesn't like to be ridden at all. So perhaps a racehorse doesn't want to be ridden around or raced.
No.
Not always. I
That's
thought.
my-
Yeah.
I thought every horse wanted to be ridden.
No. I
That's
don't think so.
Oh my goodness!
That's what I think. I am trying to write a book. In that book, I just write about some horses want to be riding horses.
Yeah.
Some won't, and what happened with the horses who don't want to do what we people want them to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
They are-
animals have desires? What do horses have?
Good question.
A human might say that they want to live in a house or own a car or go on holiday. Do animals have desires? What would a horse want?
My horse want to be in a big area with lots of horses to get more freedom.
Ah,
Yeah, to be wild,
Yeah.
maybe.
No, just not wild, but a bigger place to be in. In the summer, we put them out in bigger areas, but in the winter, they are in smaller areas, and the night we put them in stables.
Yeah.
well, speaking of
Yeah.
of large areas, I'm just thinking of a place now. I wonder, have you ever been to a zoo? And what was the feeling you got from the animals in the zoo?
When I go into zoo, I shut off my sense.
Because it's just too bad, is it, for them?
For someone's, or it's individual. Yeah,
So
I had a girl.
yeah,
I had a girl in my class who want to talk to a tiger.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, and a little bit of that. She said it was very interesting, but a little bit of this increased a little area over even for them.
It was in a very small enclosure.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I assume it wasn't happy about
Yeah.
that. One would assume.
no.
no.
That's what we do. We people are our ego put them there.
Yes.
But do they want them? Do they want to be there?
Yeah. Probably not. One would
Ye-
assume.
No.
No.
Even if it's for good cause, maybe. Some animals, I think they know it is for the good cause.
Like maybe panda
but
bears or
not-
something like that.
Yeah.
So, are you actually able to heal an animal?
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
What kind of illnesses have you treated in your time?
Most muscular treatures, tensions, blockings. Yeah.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, that's important.
Because an
I treat my
animal
own
can't
dogs.
tell you, and it's hard to tell with a muscular thing or a blockage or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that, even for a vet.
Yeah, and then there I go with my third eye to feel, and I go with my hands. And when I work with a horse and give it healing, I just go to a spot that I feel here, and I usually the word
Intuition, is it? Or,
yeah.
yeah.
I just follow my intuition. I don't know how to learn it out because I don't know what I do.
Yes.
It's individual by horse. This horse I do that with, or that horse I would something else.
Yeah. So you can actually heal these things. You're not just detecting them or being told what the problem is. You can actually heal the problem as well.
Yeah.
Wow. And it says, I'm looking at some stuff on your website there, it says that you also do distance communication. So you could communicate with, and maybe heal, I don't know, an animal that's further away. Is that possible?
Yeah.
And do you do this? Have you done it before?
Yeah. Lots.
Yeah.
It's often easier to do it on distance because you don't have all the things around the animal.
Yeah.
And when I'm working on distance, I just have a picture of the animal.
Right.
And I focus on this, and I communicate or even give it healing.
Right. So somebody could, say, email you a picture or something like that, and you can help them determine what's wrong with this animal, horse, dog, whatever, and potentially heal it as well without even being there.
Yes.
Wow.
You would allow that then for somebody to send you a picture? Is that a service you offer, or?
Yeah. I do it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now you've got something here. I'm looking, which is a little bit unusual. I don't really understand this. It says on one of your courses, I'm reading here. It says protect yourself and energies. So you have to protect yourself, do you? From what? What are you protecting yourself against?
Every energies. I am very sensible, and every people have different energies, and I can feel their energies, and I don't want to. I don't want that.
Right.
You're an empath.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I try to protect myself every day.
I think everybody has that. Sometimes you just meet people and you just get a feeling from them. There's just somebody that they just make you uncomfortable the day you meet, and there's no reason for it. It's most unusual. You're feeling their energy, I should imagine.
Yeah.
Speaking
you
of
can
which,
go to a place.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go on.
If you go to a house, you can feel the same energy, bad or a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you meet any animals which are bad? Are there good and bad animals?
No.
I was thinking maybe if you had a dog which attacked people or something like that, would it be a bad animal?
No.
Oh.
No such thing as a bad animal.
No, I don't think so.
I think you're probably right.
It's all about the bad communication.
Yes, because I mean they have. Well, animals just have a way of being, don't they? I mean, there's neither it's survival, and it's neither good nor bad, I suppose.
No, we forget sometimes the animals. The name in English, ursprung. Bam, 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 bam. What is it? Where do you come from? Where they come from?
Their origins.
Their
origins?
Yeah, their background, how they were brought up.
Yeah, and what my dog is an Irish soft and Wheaten Terrier, example. But what is her?
A breed?
What did they brought up for at the beginning?
Yes, when they were young, when they were puppies. Yeah.
No, where the organs? I've dropped the words.
It's okay.
Animal. Every dogs is from the animal. Wolves.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yes. Yeah. Their ancestors.
Yeah. That's what I mean. My dog, even if she is my house pet, but what did they have at the first? What did they use them for a long, long time ago?
Yes, they had
what was
trades,
their
didn't
purpose?
they? Yeah, they were working dogs.
And sometimes we forgot that.
So if you have a dog that you're not using it, say you keep a greyhound and you're not running it at all, that greyhound would be quite unhappy then.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. It's hard to say because they're all different, and maybe it's a greyhound that doesn't want to run. It's quite happy to lie around all day.
Right.
This is new. I didn't realize. I'm getting the idea now. Is there a heaven for dogs?
Ah, that's interesting.
Do they get reincarnated, animals? Or do we become
Yeah.
reincarnated as animals? That happens.
Animals been incarnate
Yeah.
back in another animal.
Oh, but could I be reincarnated as an animal, or would that not? That wouldn't happen.
I don't think so.
Oh, I didn't
Oh.
realise that.
Yeah, I've not heard that before. I thought that they were all interchangeable. I wasn't sure about that.
That's my side.
Your
That's my
your
way
position?
to be on it.
That's your position on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
Ah. And I'm looking again on your website, and it says here that you can help find lost animals. How do you do that? Have you done that before? And can you give us an example, maybe, or a story about that?
I have done that. Now is so much energy around and so much lost dogs, especially here in Sweden.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But in a couple of years ago, I have a good cause that I helped people find the cats.
Mm-hmm.
I communicate with the cats just like I do in a distance, and I try to find out the place around. I try to feel the energy where they are in, and then I tell this to the owner,
Yeah.
and they go there and maybe they will find them.
Yeah.
I have one, for a couple of years ago, I have one girl who found her cat and she was over thrilled. And that thing I don't take money for
Oh, right. Yeah. And
because I do it for a good thing.
and the animal, I assume, tells you what it looks like, the area it's in. Does the animal describe to you telepathically what it's seeing, and then you try and understand what that is or where that is?
Yeah.
Right. So the animal would say, I'm in a barn or something like that, and then you can tell the owner, and then hopefully the owner can find the barn or something like that.
Yeah. Sometimes it's difficult because I have, when I get a picture, maybe I translate it to what I think,
Yeah.
but it's almost like that, but not 100. But it will work anyway.
Yeah, yeah. I imagine if the cat is in an urban environment and it's just surrounded by houses, it's probably very difficult to understand where the cat is because all the houses probably look very similar.
Yeah.
Right. I'm looking here again on your website there. You've got mention here of learning about angels. How do they tie in with what you're talking about? Are they involved in the work you do?
Yeah, I work with angels every day, but I'm not learning about it. I have another woman who is coming to Gothenburg this weekend
Right.
to learn about angels.
Ah.
Yeah.
I have a friend in
That's
Gothenburg.
not me.
Oh, right, yes. I was looking there, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, it's a small world. Yeah, he's probably listening as well.
Yeah.
Do you have a telepathic ability with human beings as well? Can you tell what they're thinking?
Yeah, we didn't touch on humans.
I don't want to.
No, yeah, it's best not to a lot of the time. I think you're safer with the animals.
Yeah. We telepathy every day. You know, sometimes when before you pick up the phone, who is calling?
Yeah.
That's telepathy.
That's
you have
right.
sent a thought to call that person, or that's telepathy.
Ah.
What's your view on? We spoke to a gentleman called Jonathan Downs about cryptozoology. And do you have any thoughts on Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster or things like that? Do you think they exist?
Everything exists.
Ah.
It would be very interesting. It would be very interesting to get you to speak to Bigfoot.
Actually, that is...
Yeah.
There are a number of these
It would be-
creatures, yeah. There are a number of these creatures which nobody really knows if they exist. And if you got a picture of one of those, maybe you could find out if they did.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a possibility. It's worth exploring.
It's worth a go. I'm looking here. You've got. I'm looking on your website again here. You've got a load of information on your website. Animal emergency. When your animal needs to speak out. Do you want to talk about that? What is this? What animals do when they're in an emergency, or what they do to help you in your emergency?
Oh, has she dropped?
You're just. Oh, I'm here.
Oh, great.
Oh, we've still got you there.
You dropped a little bit.
Right. Okay. Blame us. That's okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned animal emergency when your animal needs to speak out on your website. Is that when the animal is experiencing an emergency, or maybe are they helping you with your emergency? What is that about?
It's about to. We talked about good or bad dogs before.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's all about bad communication between the animals and their owners. And I feel that I am the translator to... What's the word? I don't know. If you got stuck in something and you have a bad circle, then I try to fix it.
Oh, right.
I try to learn the human how to see their own animals.
Ah, interesting.
I have a friend who bought a kitten, and the kitten is growing bigger and bigger, and it's a male kitten, so it's now spraying everywhere, even the owner, its leg, if you know what I mean by spraying. It's weeing on everything. What could they do about that?
Castrate it.
I hope that's not your answer to everything.
Oh, well, I did say that to them, but I thought you were going to say maybe talk to it.
Well, we hope you were going to say something a little bit more,
Oh, no. First you may be castrated, then if it still goes on, then you have to talk about it. Maybe it's something's changing in the human's life or in the place or work or anything.
He's an adolescent cat, so I think he's just marking his territory a lot at the moment. But I think they're going to have him castrated. That was my suggestion. It was the only thing. I thought you might have something else. I tell you, an interesting thing now that I'm speaking to you. My father always had a theory. He always kept dogs. And he always had this theory: if there was a spirit or a ghost in the house, the dog would recognize it immediately. Is that true, do you think? Can dogs sense spirits and ghosts?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
How do they do that?
You can see it. You can see when they looking on the spot, and you see it's nothing there. Yes. But you see the animal is looking and looking and looking, and maybe sometime is
start growling.
Growling,
We've seen videos of dogs in rooms
reacting,
sitting in a corner, barking up into the corner of the room. I've seen videos like that before.
Yeah.
They go there every day and bark in the same place. I think for poltergeists and things like that.
But ghosts
or spirits of some description.
Yeah,
it's a very good indication, I think, if there may be something in your house. Your animal will tell you if they're always uncomfortable, or in a certain room. You tell there's something weird, and you feel a bit uncomfortable as well, and the dog senses it.
Then I have to say that take one home to help you to clean the house.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely, yeah. Very good.
Interesting. Now, animals, to us at least anyway, some animals seem more intelligent than others. You would look at a mouse and then compare it to a dolphin or a monkey, and the monkey would seem more intelligent. Is that true? Are some animals more intelligent than others? Is it easier to deal with some animals? Because if one animal's more intelligent than another, maybe one can understand you more. Is that true?
I don't know.
Simple answer.
I know the dolphin have a very good sense, but other ways, no. Every people, let's say, no.
Yeah.
Every human. Oh, my God.
Animal?
Every animals
Yes.
are different and have a different purpose and share different things. I don't think you say pig have a little brain, but with a little brain with a big capacity, big sense.
Yeah, makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking if you were trying to explain something to an animal about maybe somebody who moved house or maybe had a new person living in the house, you're trying to explain to them, what was going on maybe. A small animal might not be able to understand it as much as an animal with a larger brain, shall we say.
Oh, it's no different.
No, right. All right.
No.
Right.
No.
Ah.
What's your opinion on rats? They're very intelligent. What do you think about those?
Vets?
Rats. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a bit. I have a phobia of rats. Do you think it's unjustified?
Why have you a phobia of rats?
Because they carry diseases and they might bite me and things like that, and they carry disease, Wells disease, and they urinate frequently. Apparently, from what
they
I've
do,
read.
yeah.
It's all about old scrock. What's the word? Old. What you have learned.
Old wives' tale, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What rats are doing, but I think they are very clever.
Oh, very clever. How do you get on with rats yourself?
It's okay.
not bad.
I have cats.
Oh, that's right. Well,
yeah. Not many rats then.
Well, there's a natural cycle in nature, isn't it? Now, cats are going to attack rats, and it's just the way things are, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
There's a natural order to things in the animal kingdom.
I have sometimes very hard to look at TV when the tigers are attaching to an animals, but I know it's for the cycle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the most exotic or rare animals that you've ever spoken with or dealt with? I mean, we all imagine things like horses and dogs and cats and things, but have you dealt? You mentioned before that you knew somebody who'd communicated with a tiger. Have you dealt with anything like that yourself? Anything exotic?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Mostly domestic animals then.
I tried to teach out when we have a course the last weekend. My girls they communicate with kakadua.
Kakadua, that's a new one.
Yeah.
I don't know that one. Yep.
I don't know the word in English.
Yeah.
A white, big, what's the name?
It's a type of a bird or a parrot.
Bird.
Ah.
Parrot.
Parrot.
Yeah, parrot.
Right, yes. Oh, yeah. A cockatiel, is it?
White?
Maybe in English it's cockatiel.
I think so.
There's a parrot, a small parrot called a cockatiel in English. Sounds the same.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And that was very interesting.
And do they vary? I mean, when you say interesting, how is a cockatiel more interesting than, let's say, a horse or a dog? What do they have different things to say?
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
what? What kind of things?
I don't think cockatoo is used to communicate with a lot. The horse you communicate with every day, more than less. That's why I think it's very interesting to spread, engage my classes to try to communicate with everything.
Right.
I just wonder, I've noticed this with in the pet shop with parrots and things like that. When they speak so clearly. Do they know what they're saying? Do they know what the word means?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I think so.
My goodness.
So if they actually say that they want a cracker, they really do want a cracker.
Yeah.
I'll bear that in mind next time I'm in a pet shop.
Oh, you were just mentioning classes and courses.
Yes, yeah.
And I know that you're coming to the Republic of Ireland to do a little course shortly, aren't you? Am I correct?
When are you doing it? Where are you doing it? And where can people find out about it?
Tell all.
Tell everything.
The 31st May to the 3rd June, I am in Wexford.
Yes.
The place I don't know right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I had talked to a woman. It's in Wexford anyway.
Yeah.
I have a class in telepathy and animal communication, 4 days.
4 days, yeah.
Yeah, you can find my everything online
Yeah.
for www.ailamaria.se.
SE, yeah. And
Yeah.
the course, what does it cover? I know we've covered a few things here, but people are probably going to want to know what kind of things are they going to learn on the course? Is it something anybody can do?
Yeah, I think so. Everyone is doing it, but they don't. They are not.
They don't realise they're doing it.
No. Yeah.
Right. And are you taking bookings for that course at the moment? Are you? Can people book?
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. And is it affordable? Is it expensive?
500 euro.
Oh,
500 for 4 days. I mean,
Very good.
People
Yeah.
might think that's expensive,
Excellent.
but for 4 days, that's a lot of training for 4 days.
That's quite reasonable. That's quite the norm for
Yeah,
a 4-day
that's-
course.
4 days is
Actually,
a long time.
it's quite cheap.
I've been on some corporate
Yeah.
courses that were a couple of thousand a day. So yeah, 500 for 4 days is pretty good.
Yes.
And I'm flying from Sweden to Ireland. And
True.
yeah.
How lovely. Why did you choose Wexford in Ireland? Was it somewhere you've been to before, or did it sound nice, or contact here?
I have a contact there.
Aha.
I see.
It's
Yeah.
very big. It's a very big area of the country for racehorses.
Yeah, okay.
All of Ireland is big for racehorses, but it's a very popular area for horses and horse racing and breeders and things like that. So I think you probably get some good custom there, because there are a lot of people interested in horses and healing horses. It's actually quite a big industry, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
people who keep
And-
horses, and they do routinely go to alternative
Yes, they
therapy
do, yeah.
for horses.
Correct.
That's good. That's good. I offer even if someone want me to communicate or get a healing for the animals when I'm over there,
Yeah.
they can book it on my homepage.
All right, so they can come along and see you.
Yeah.
Maybe after the
Yeah.
course or something like that, and you can
Yes.
you can help them there and then.
I'm staying at least to the 6th June. So
Right.
I have to visit Ireland.
Yeah.
Ireland. Yeah. I have to look at everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know at least 2 people I know who have horses, and I know at least one of them has taken them to an alternative
Like
therapist.
a bone setter sort of thing. Is it?
Yeah, one of them was a bone
Yeah.
setter, and another guy
That's good.
has like a healing hands type thing. I know of a couple of people that do that. It's a very big thing. It's actually quite popular,
Oh.
believe it or not.
Good.
Oh yeah, you're coming
I
to the
like
right.
that.
You're
I
coming
like
to the
that.
right place.
Yeah, good.
I have another question. I hope it's not a ridiculous one, but most of my questions are
They usually are.
about dogs and cats. Do dogs and cats fall in love? You know,
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do they fall? Does a dog fall in love with a particular dog? That you know.
Yeah.
Sorry, not with each other. I thought you were going to ask if dogs and cats hate each
I
other.
meant I meant do dogs fall in love with each
With
other?
other dogs?
With other dogs.
Right, I thought you meant cats. That seemed
Yeah.
unlikely.
They do.
Yeah. Even
Ah.
horses.
Wow. And what about crossbreed? Seeing as you've brought it up, could
Could an Alsatian fall in love
could
with a terrier?
Could
Is that what you mean?
a dog and a cat, or a horse and a mouse, or
Oh,
you
I
know,
don't- I don't think
is
so.
it even? Does that happen?
This, could
Is
that, could that?
No.
You see that was
No,
that was a
I don't
silly
think so.
question. That was a silly
Yeah,
question.
that was a silly question.
I'm only asking what people at home are thinking. That's what they were thinking,
Yeah.
and it's my job to say
All
what
right
they
then.
think.
Okay.
People wanted to know.
But that's very charming to think that dogs can fall in love with each other. And does the love last for a lifetime, or is it just lust and for while the
Breeding, yeah.
breeding? Yeah.
I think they can love for the whole life.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's got a few
You got a
cats.
friend who's in love with a dog?
No.
No.
He's got a few cats and 2 dogs, and they've got 2 dogs who clearly are very friendly. I think they're both female, so
Yeah.
maybe they're in love. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there are lesbian dogs.
Ah.
But they have a cat which basically behaves like a dog. It lays in the bed. They've got like a little corner, and the two dogs and one particular cat lays in the corner, and they all lay there together. And the cat seems to be
lovely.
treated on a very equal level. They seem to be getting on quite well. But you say it's not possible for interspecies, shall we say?
Love.
What about? Now, actually, I'm going to cover this on a later show. It was something I was thinking about. But
Yeah.
what about two male dogs or two female dogs?
Yeah, what about lesbian or gay dogs?
Does that happen?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Are you
No,
sure?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I've seen two male dogs get a bit frisky with each other.
But why
it
do
wasn't
they?
true
Do
love.
you see the energy, the love? Do you feel the love energy, or is it just male dogs, even female dogs, are sometimes trying to dominate the other one?
I think you're right. Maybe it was a domination thing,
Maybe it
actually.
was.
You're
Yeah.
right about that, Isley. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was gay dogs.
Yeah.
yeah. It's a question that people would want answering.
It is.
We're
Here to
I
ask.
think so.
We're here to ask the big questions.
Yes,
Yeah, that's good.
that's brilliant. So you've got your website there, and www.islamaria.se, and you've got a little button there, a Union Jack for English language, which is nice.
Yep.
And I'm
good.
looking there. Your English is pretty good.
Perfect.
Even I can understand it. It's good.
It's much better. It's much better than ours.
Much better than our Swedish, certainly, but probably our English as well. In
Yeah.
fairness. So yeah, that's great.
What's the weather like in Sweden at the moment?
A little bit sunny. 15.
15 degrees.
Oh, here where we are,
Yeah,
it's cold and
yeah.
windy, even though it's May. It's most unusual.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit late this year. Everything.
Do the animals?
Yeah.
Actually, it's a good question.
Yeah, I was just about to lead on to it.
Go
Yeah.
on, you
No,
do
go
it.
ahead, it's all right, go on, you've done it now.
I'll steal his question.
Yeah.
Can the animals predict the weather?
Yeah,
Can they predict other things?
lots of things.
Oh, and so they've got. I assume because you say that they're more spiritual. Can they see the future then?
Maybe.
Oh, so
I haven't asked one.
Oh.
They can give even psychic. I don't think it's good to predict the future.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can get a feeling or a sense of try this way or try that way. And I never asked the animals. I maybe do that sometimes.
Yes, you
yeah.
should.
Because you were talking about the elephants during
Yeah.
the tsunami. They went up the hills away from the sea, so they obviously knew that something was about to happen. So,
They felt the vibration in the air.
right, maybe it was physical rather than spiritual. Then.
Yeah.
Right.
Both.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe you'll maybe you'll let us know and see if it works.
So you're saying that animals, more than anything else, they can tell you how you're feeling, whether you're depressed or happy.
Oh
or-
yes.
Yeah, they can
Oh,
sense
yes.
that very much, can't they?
Yeah, and they even can get our feelings
Yeah.
if you have an illness or in depression.
Yes.
Sometimes you can
Yes.
see that in your animals that you're not fine.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
I read somewhere, I don't know if it's true, but cats are meant to be able to detect cancer. If they keep sitting on a certain part of your body,
Yeah.
that's
Oh.
where the cancer
Yeah.
is. Have
Yeah.
you read about that?
Cats are a very big healer.
Oh.
They are the best healer, I think.
True story, yeah.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, we've got your details there. We've got a link to your site on our website, alternativefutureradio.com, and people can find out details about your course there. Now, we know that you're doing one in Ireland. Are you going anywhere else? Because I think are you doing one in Sweden as well
Yeah, in this summer.
in the summer? Are you planning
Yeah.
on going to any other locations?
Maybe later.
Maybe a little bit of a tour?
I want to go back to United States
Oh, lovely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and maybe have a course there. You never know.
Yeah. We get a lot of listeners from America,
America.
so maybe somebody there will help you.
I'm open-minded.
Yeah. Excellent.
Just send me an email and we
Yeah.
can talk about it.
Excellent.
Do you know, it was wonderful talking to you today. It's been just marvellous.
Very interesting stuff,
It's
certainly.
been great fun.
We asked a couple of stupid questions, but
Yeah.
that's what we do.
And as a matter of fact, we hope
That's good.
we hope to talk to you again if you ever have time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Lovely.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so shall
Lovely.
we wrap it up there?
I think that's it, yeah.
Marvellous. Thank
Lovely.
you.
Well, thank you.
It's been a real
Thank you for
pleasure.
calling, Ayla.
Thank you for getting this. I dropped the word.
Oh, it's okay.
Thank you
It's
very
okay.
much.
Thank you.
And love to you, Isla, and all your animal friends.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
God bless.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
The Out There Hour.
With Basil and Mark. You can contact us via
Facebook.com/Out There Hour.
or youtube.com/AFRadioYT.
Or email us on
helpdesk@alternativefutureradio.com.
Skype us on AFR
AlternativeFutureRadio.com.
Well, there we are.
If I could talk to the animals.
You could walk with the animals.
Wasn't that wonderful?
That was different, wasn't it?
Oh, what a lovely lady.
Yeah. And her English is pretty good, actually.
We found out so much.
We were a little bit sort of dubious initially. We thought maybe her English wouldn't be as good as we thought, but it's pretty good.
Well, we've covered quite a few things here, Mark.
Yeah.
I mean, we've discovered dogs and cats, they're not gay or lesbian.
Yes, although I listened to the After Hours show because I've got something to say about that.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
And parrots know what they're saying. Polly wants a cracker.
Well, that I thought was hilarious.
Polly wants a lot of crackers.
When Polly wants a cracker, you have to give Polly a cracker.
And we discovered about...
What happens if you name the parrot James, but then some idiot teaches it to say Polly wants a cracker?
Well, I went to...
Do you then have to give a cracker to Polly or to James?
You'd have to ask the parrot.
I'm not sure about this.
You'd have to get Isla to ask the parrot.
Ah, yes.
Interesting
It's
lady.
just- yeah. Some of it confuses me, I have to admit. I'm not sure I understand some of it, but it's definitely different.
It's because you're a bit sceptical about things,
I'm
and
a
I'm
little
not.
bit, I'm a little bit sceptical. You're a bit of a believer.
We've had some exciting news about some upcoming guests.
Upcoming guests, yeah. Let me bring up the website.
We confirmed somebody a little bit special.
We have. Go on, you do it.
I think it's Colleen Thomas.
Colleen Thomas is coming on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Pleiadian.
If I don't get this right before she comes on.
You're going to look like a real slacker.
Pleiadian.
Pleiadian. Have you heard of the Pleiades cluster?
I'll spell it. No. What's the Pleiades cluster? Is it something in space?
It's a cluster of stars near Orion.
It actually exists.
Yes, it's real. You can see
in
it.
a strong-
You can see it with the naked eye.
Great.
Like the planets, which you also didn't know about.
I know, yeah. So this cluster then, it's a cluster of...
Stars, I assume.
that aliens are living on.
I believe, now
Okay,
my
yeah.
understanding of this is not great. I
Okay,
believe that there are a race of aliens, according to a number of people actually, I wouldn't say one person, but a number of them, from the Pleiades cluster.
Mm-hmm.
What a star there, I don't know. Commonly known as, plurally known as the Pleiadians.
Okay.
And I believe that Colleen was contacted by them
Okay.
and given information. And she now is studying or knows about quantum physics, among other technical subjects.
Well, I'll tell you something about Colleen Thomas.
Go on.
She is the go-to woman for matters of extraterrestrial phenomenon.
Yeah.
I've seen her on Russia Today. I've seen her on CNN.
She's been on everything.
She's been on every news channel in America.
Yeah, she has, literally. Probably around the
Consistently.
world. She's always on them. Yeah, we've got her booked. Let me just have a little look here on the schedule. We've also got Paul Westwood coming back.
Well, to talk about a subject I really would like to cover.
We had him on talking about big cats, which I think is one of his, I would say pet subjects. But
I say it because it's a good pun.
Go on,
Say that.
pet subject.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the mysterious and strange case of the death of Dr. David Kelly.
Dr. David Kelly? Who's Dr. David Kelly, people are asking, because they've already forgotten.
He's was he a scientist or
He's a nuclear physicist, arms
physicist.
inspector, or should I say was?
Yeah, and he was saying, look, really there were no weapons of mass destruction in Iraq.
Yep. And he said that, and 2 days later, he committed suicide, in quotes. There's a description from Wikipedia, actually, which I blatantly robbed and put on the website, and it describes pretty much that. It's seen by many as being a cover-up, a conspiracy of some sorts, and our man Paul knows all about it.
Well, actually, I'm just going to tie in something here. I wonder, do you remember the Minister Robin Cook, with the red hair?
Who also mysteriously
Now,
died.
with the same...
Yeah.
And I don't know, was it before David Kelly? It was a bit before David Kelly.
I thought it was after. I'm not sure. It was about the same time.
It was around the same time,
year,
and he
certainly.
was saying something rather naughty as well. He shouldn't have
He
been
was
saying.
the foreign secretary, I think he
Foreign
was. And he
secretary.
was saying we shouldn't go into Iraq, there are no weapons, or words to that
And
effect.
another thing about was the arms deals that were going on between Britain and the Middle East all
yeah.
of the time.
Yeah. All sorts of stuff like that going on.
And Robin died very suddenly.
Of a some sort of, I think it was a brain hemorrhage or something like that?
Brain
I think it was a brain thing.
I'm not sure, but it was just a
Yeah.
bit. He was saying a lot and then suddenly died. Why do people say a lot and then suddenly...
Seems, there's a few of those coincidences out there.
Yes, too many.
We've also got coming up,
Oh, yes.
airing on May 4th, Joshua Shapiro.
Picture this. The mysterious world of Arthur C. Clarke.
Ooh, hang on. Ooh.
What's the first thing you remember? You remember a big glass skull. It was so spooky looking.
Crystal even, some might say.
You could even say crystal
Yeah.
and not glass.
Yes.
Crystal. And Joshua Shapiro is an expert on crystal skulls.
Yeah, not only the ancient ones, which are a mystery in themselves that they've dug up, but new ones which are currently being made, which are apparently being used as a tool, which is interesting.
Who's making them?
Lots of people. Chinese are making them.
Do I want one?
You probably do want one, but they're expensive. A very small one's about two or 300 quid, and a big one.
Yeah, you said
they're
that.
thousands.
You said about 3,000 for a large one.
The picture he's got on our website there, he's holding one, what looks to be about 6-7 inches high, maybe 8.
Mm-hmm.
One that size even is maybe $1,000, $1,500. They're very expensive.
I was researching Joshua Shapiro the other night. I see
Yeah.
he was being interviewed by the Discovery Channel.
He's been on everything. He's the authority. He's doing a series, I think he talked about, with the Sci-Fi Channel coming up. I
He
think.
is, yeah.
Oh, he's been on everything.
Only the biggest guests.
We've got...
Only the biggest guests.
But wait, there's more.
More?
Order today, and you also get June 1st airing. We have Carol Rosin confirmed now for June 1st.
And this is huge.
She's mega.
This is huge what's happening, though.
Yeah.
Because there's something very special about this interview, and everybody needs to listen.
Yes.
Because this is going to be the final, last ever interview that Dr. Carol Rosen will ever be doing.
Probably. She might change her mind.
Oh, she's allowed to change her mind.
Yeah.
But, thus far, this is it.
We don't believe that she's doing any more.
The Out There Hour is the last stop for Carol Rosen.
So if you have any questions for her or any of our guests on the schedule, email them in and we will put them to them.
And especially with Carol Rosen, because like I say, this is it. So she won't be doing any more public speaking. She won't be doing any more interviews. We're it.
Get them while they're hot.
Okay.
We also have Andrew Di Bastiaggio. He's still on the maybe list. We're trying to get him booked fixed.
He might be time traveling. We don't know.
Maybe
he's stuck in the past.
He may end up coming in on in June because we're almost booked out for May, and we've not even finished April yet.
Well, any time he wants to come on, I'm willing to listen to him.
He is very, very interesting. So yeah, we've got a good lineup coming up.
There's the chap who died 3 times as well. The name escapes me.
Oh yes, here he is. Justin Mainhart. I must have skipped over him. I must have skipped past.
Justin Mainhart. First-hand account of life after death. What did he see? Did he see heaven or hell? Or?
Yeah, May 11th. He's died. He mentioned twice to me, but I think I might have seen somewhere 3 times. But I know he's been dead at least twice. One time for 9 minutes.
Yeah, that's quite a long time.
That's a long time to be dead.
Was he dead in hospital or?
I believe so, yeah.
So it could be confirmed?
Oh, yeah, he was dead.
Gosh.
Oh, yeah, he was
medically confirmed?
Medically dead.
That's a bit...
Yeah.
Because I think once you go past a certain amount of minutes, you are dead.
Yeah.
Because the oxygen stops going to the brain.
Yeah.
When you get brain death, that's it.
Yeah, and I've already spoken to him a little bit about what he saw, and I'm not giving you any clues at all.
Oh, please.
No, I'm not going to. You have to tune in and listen. May 11th.
Tune in and listen. May 11th.
It's not what you expect.
Hour.
Yeah, some of it's not what you expect. Some of it's not even what you might hope for.
You won't believe your ears.
Especially not somebody like you with your religious delusions.
I know, yeah. You saw Jesus then?
No. Oh, don't. I'm giving it away. No. Oh, good grief. Right. I think that's probably it.
I think that should be it.
Lovely.
Hey, it's been a great show.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you to our guest, Ayla Maria, from Ayla Maria.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
SE. Come back next time.
Be safe out there, and we'll see you next time.
Be safe out there. Oh, you got out there in. Thank you.
The Out There Hour. on Alternative Future Radio. The Out There Hour with Basil and Mark.
www.alternativefutureradio.com.
Now it's hacking. What do you say?
Oh, sorry. What did your horse tell you about you?
Oh, my horse told me about that I will be successful.
Yes.
Successful.
Mm-hmm.
And he teaching me courage and trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the short words.
Yeah. Well, what kind of things do other people come to you for then? I mean, because you do this as a service, don't you? So what kind of things would
Yes.
people come to you for?
They just want to learn about the horses. More about the horses. What's wrong maybe, and what they like or not like, dislike. Yeah.
Yeah. And why would they initially come to you? I assume maybe they'd think there was a problem, would they? Or do they do it just for interest?
Just for interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, often. Yeah.
I'm looking at you do various courses, don't you? I'm looking at one here. I think this one is one that you do in Sweden, and you have a big list of things that you deal with there, such as auras and chakras, significance of colours and stuff like that. What? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Out There Hour with Basil and Mark. Hello.
The Out There Hour on Alternative Future Radio. The Out There Hour with Basil and Mark.
www.alternativefutureradio.com. Yay!
Sounds like we're in a little box.
Get back in your box. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Good morning,
For
Basil.
another action-packed episode of The Out There Hour.
You always say action-packed, and that always worries me slightly because
Yeah.
there's never really a great deal of action per se.
No, it's going to be an interesting show today.
Yes, we've got an interesting guest today. Let me get her name right this time because I've had it on the website spelt wrong for the last week. Ayla Maria.
If I could talk to the animals.
You've been waiting to say that all week.
I have.
You have. I can tell you wrote that down somewhere. It's probably in the back of your hand.
I've been saying it so often I memorised it, which is unusual for me.
Wow.
If I could talk to the animals. And
Yes.
this lady can. A real-life Dr. Dolittle.
Yes, she is some kind of horse whisperer. I know she does do horses. There's a picture on her profile, in fact.
She will talk to your cat. She
Yes.
will talk to your dog.
Yes.
Find out what's the problem.
What's going on?
And she's able to heal them telepathically.
Yeah, she uses some kind of telepathy to talk to animals. I think also there is a mention on our website of humans as well, and there's
I'm fine.
Oh, lovely. You're sounding good.
Yeah. I'm a little bit nervous.
I described you as a real-life Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah, maybe.
so.
I have an yeah.
So what?
I have an article in our local paper,
Yeah.
and they called me the woman who speaks with horses.
Yes. Ah.
Yeah, that's me.
The horse whisperer.
Find out anything interesting? Any tips on horse racing?
No.
No.
Now that would be a good application, wouldn't it? You could find out who's going
Yeah.
to win in advance.
Go ahead, Mark. Ask your first question. I know you're dying to.
Yes. Ayla, so you talk with animals. How do you do it? Why do you do it?
I do it because I want to. What's the word? Delivered what the animal will tell us people.
Yeah.
To make a connection or understanding between human and animals.
Ah.
And how I do it, I speak with my third eye.
Yeah.
I take pictures. I get pictures in my head, and I write them down.
Oh.
So that's how it
Yeah.
happens. You get a picture in your mind.
Yeah,
So it's not words exactly.
sometimes words too.
Or sometimes words.
Interesting.
Yeah, feelings.
Can you give me an example of maybe a dog that you've communicated with? Maybe it was ill, and what happened?
I don't communicate with ill dogs.
Well, a healthy dog, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. They tell about life, what about their owners.
Yes.
Yeah, everything. They can tell me. My work now is more to get to know the animal's purpose. My horse, example, he is here to balance us together and teach me. Teach me about myself and about life.
And what animals do you actually deal with? Do you deal with all animals?
Horse, cats, dogs. Most horse.
Yeah. I mean, is it mostly horses, did you say, yeah?
Yeah.
Why is it mostly horses, can I ask? Is there a reason?
That's my reason, because I think they are easier to communicate with,
Yes.
and they teach us a lot.
Well,
if we are listening to them.
What did your horse tell you about you?
It goes into great depth. I'll give her a website address, shall I?
Do.
There's a link on our website, alternativefutureradio.com. You can find it there. But it's actually Ayla, that's AYLA, Maria.se for Sweden. And there's a little Union Jack flag there you can click on and get her website in the English language.
Yep.
So there you go.
And she's based in Sweden, but
Yeah.
she's going on a little tour.
Yeah, she does workshops to teach you how to do it, apparently. You can learn this.
That's right.
She does them in Sweden. We know that she's got one in Ireland, and we need to ask her if there's any other
She's going to
events.
she's going to the Republic of Ireland to do a little workshop there.
Yeah,
Tickets available, I think.
I believe so, yes. Yeah, I'm sure she'll give details for all those things. But, yeah, it's very interesting
She's
stuff.
also involved in the angel
Yeah.
thing, whatever you would call it.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if the telepathy involves angels or something along those lines. I'm not really sure.
She does meditation and things like that as well. She's an all-rounder.
Yeah, yeah.
But what we want to talk to her today about is the animals
Yeah.
and communicating with them.
We'll start with that and see how it goes, shall we?
And communicating with us.
Exactly. So, hopefully, we should now have Ayla on the line. Do we have you there, Ayla?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
Ayla.
The technology
Hello.
works yet again. Excellent.
I'm your co-host. I'm Basil. You haven't spoken to me yet. How are you doing?